this is what we're calling like public social announcements, I guess, and it's on truth. I don't claim to have the absolute authority on truth, but I just wanted to raise it as a conversation topic, because I think today we're living in a world where people are redefining truth. Truth is so precious. It's so infinite and valuable, and I think even if you had all the money in the world, you can't redefine truth. You can't buy all the truth in the world. Truth is beyond us, and so beyond us that God, when he came to earth to be amongst man, he said he is the truth. I think that's really important. I think that was a wake-up call to everybody who was around at that time and who's heard the documents of Jesus's life. For someone to say, I am the truth, and then to live a life that was so true, that every claim he made, everything he did, it stemmed from integrity. He spoke about how he would die, and then he died exactly that way. And not only his own truth, what came out of his own mouth, but he fulfilled so much of what had been said about this coming Messiah. He fulfilled everything, that had been said about this coming Messiah by many men before him, men who were known as prophets. And so for that life to just emanate truth, and almost to be countercultural in doing so, that's worth taking note of. Because if you think about it, Jesus Christ, he comes as a sort of the saviour, not just to the religious person. He comes for all the world. But the religious people who were particularly interested in him, they had their way. They had their way of doing life. And Christ contradicted even their way, and that's what I think truth does. It disturbs people, and that's why I think a lot of people can't handle it. If you say you have a Messiah coming, and then he comes and he says to you, look, I know that anyone who commits adultery says in the law that they should be stoned, but actually let's talk about everybody else who has sin. Let me show you compassion. Let me show you integrity. Let me show you what God really thinks about all of mankind, and not just about certain sects or groups. And I think Christ challenges people in that way, and I think the truth generally challenges people, and that's why we're uncomfortable about it. We now live in a day and age where people say, well, this is my truth, or that may be true for you. And ultimately, that's not how truth can be defined, because really that's what you're describing when any of us say that is opinion. And I think we say those things for valid reasons, actually. We say it because as humans made in the image of God, we actually do love and value truth. So we won't be happy with just saying, this is my opinion, because we like things to be true. If you think about it, how much does it hurt for someone to lie to you? You can't see the physical damage, you can't see the physical loss, but the pain that we feel about being deceived and lied to shows how much we value truth. And it shows that someone can't just make up a truth for themselves. And so I just wanted to talk, or just to get the conversation going about truth. And I just wanted to bring into alignment the fact that Christ really does speak the world of truth. It challenges us because it often means we have to change the way we think about things, the way we view people, and that can be difficult for us to do. But I wanted to start this conversation. I'm not asking anyone to agree with me. I'm not trying to force agreement. I really just wanted to challenge those views about personal truth, or that there's no truth. It's not true, if I can say that. And so this video is just to get that conversation started, and so that when all's said and done with this life, you won't say that no one loved you enough to tell you the truth. And so if this is something you do want to think about. A couple of questions I could think to raise for you would be, what are your views on absolute truth, and how do you think the life of Jesus Christ challenges that? So until the next time we speak.